this is Lisa, the original Designing Diva. I'm here today to do a video tour of a custom order I just finished, and as you can tell by my desk, when I say just finished, I literally mean just finished, so please excuse my desk. I try not to videotape unless my desk is nice and neat, but I want to get this shipped out to my customer as soon as possible, so I'm going to do this video before I've had a chance to clean up. And I had sent her a picture of the book finished, and she loved it so much she was the one that suggested I do the video tour. So I just wanted to get that done so I could get the book off to her. This is the book we originally started working with. This was one of my listings that she saw, and she liked the book, but she wanted to see if she could make some changes. There was a medallion on another book that she liked better, and we were talking back and forth on what we could do with the book. And in one of her emails she mentioned to me that she was a silver girl, that she loved silver. And I thought to myself, this really, it's a beautiful book, it's a beautiful metallic gold. This would be something I would love. I love gold, metallics and gold, and animal print and things like that. This would be right up my alley. But if you're a silver lover, this really isn't what I would suggest, because it's so gold. It's very gold. So I thought about it for a while, and I had this book that I was working on. It wasn't listed yet, and I had been working on it, and I emailed her a picture of the book, and it's a pretty rose gold, metallic rose gold, and she fell in love with this one, so we decided to work with this one. And I did all the accents in silver because she likes silver so much, and it actually came out quite beautiful. The silver is a lovely accent to the rose gold. It makes the rose gold stand out so much nicer than I think if I had done gold, or I do have rose gold metal. If I had done the rose gold metal, I think it's stunning. It's very lovely. This was the medallion that she had asked if I could switch, and it's a silver book plate, and this is a black snowflake obsidian stone. It's a large stone. I think it's like a 40 by 30 oval, and it's a lava stone, and when the lava cools quickly it forms these white crystals that look like snowflakes. So that's why it gets its name, Snowflake Obsidian. It's a pretty stone. And she had asked if I would do the metal corner covers, which I did in the silver for her. And I did a silver charm. I just want to mention too, while I'm going through this book, because I include a lot of extras with my book that come with the book. They're not something that you have to add on or pay extra for, and that's because I want you to have a pretty book that has everything, that is a book that you want. That's the beauty of the Faux Doris, is being able to make them what you want. And I want you to get the book and have it be, something that you love. So I always will have a very pretty charm on the closure. It may be something like this, it may be something totally different, but it will always be very, very, very pretty. I don't always do the metal corner covers. It depends on the look I'm going for. I did them on this book because the customer specifically requested them. I always include a hanging charm from the spine, and this one I did for her is it's pretty. They're all on these fancy head pins, and they're all hand wrapped, so they're very secure. And this is a pewter bead, a fancy pewter bead. This is a multifaceted, sort of a metallic gray bead. And then this is a black jet crystal. And this is the focal. Then there's two more with the black jet. They're both the same. They're on the fancy head pin. They have silver crystal beads on either end, and black jet crystal in the center. And then there's one clear crystal Aurora Borealis stone with, again, on the fancy head pins. So that's the charm I did for her. I also always include a matching pen loop attached to the back cover. And it's securely attached with eyelets. So those always are included with my books. And I just recently started including these bookmarks or page savers. And they will be different depending on your book. This book is black. This one is black because the elastic I used on the book was black. And I did the same pewter bead that's in the dangled charm on the end, so they would match, and they're silver. They'll be different. They'll each have different stones on the end or different endings depending on what look I'm looking for with the book. They may be metal, they may be gems. I do have a jewelry background, so I have lots of gems to choose from. But it's one piece, and you just separate it out into your book. And I slit, like the Midoris, I slit the ends of my leather, so this will fit right down inside that slit. And you can use it between two different bookmarks, depending on what you want. This is how they work. They just come down in that slit, and you can put one there, and you can put one there, and then when you close your book, you have your bookmark at the bottom of your book. So there's a lot of nice extras that I include with my books that other shops don't. And like I said, it's just because I want you to have a complete book and be able to enjoy it. I finished all the insides of my book with decorative cardstock, and it's attached with Ultra Bond. It's a heat adhesive, and it adheres very nicely to the leather. You can see it gives a very nice edge to the leather. This book originally, when I was working on it, it was a deep maroon and a shocking pink metallic stripe. And going with the silver and, the more subdued look, I really didn't like that paper any longer with what I was doing with the outside of the book. So I switched it out for this pretty, it's like a really deep cream color background, and it's got these silver designs through it. It just is it's a nice complement to all the silver in the book. And it's very calming. I like it very much. I include two pocket folders. There's one in the front, and there's one in the back here. And I usually include like planner pages with my books, like calendars, and I have a complete planner package available. But when I was talking to this customer, she mentioned she was thinking of doing a bullet journal system, and she wanted to be able to do business to do things and, just make some notes of thoughts and ideas. And she also wanted to use it as an art journal to do stamping and watercolors and sketching. So I took out the inserts that I originally had with this book. I left the pocket folders, but I took everything out, and I gave her an insert with, there's quite a few line pages, and there's quite a few blank pages. So she can do her bullet journaling on the line pages, or she can, do it however she wants. And, of course, all these like Midori, that's the great thing about Midori. She can customize this any way she wants. She can take out books she doesn't want in there, keep books that she wants in there. She can, I just wanted to put it all together for her so she could see it when she got it. But when she has it, she can add or remove things however she wants. which is, like I said, the beauty of Midori. I was able to get 7 inserts in this book. It's got 5 elastics, and I have 7 inserts plus the pocket folders. And what I did, instead of the elastic bands, I threaded through a clear 1mm elastic, and I attached my books that way. You can see it here, the 1mm elastic that's holding the 2 books together. And then they are added to the elastic of the book here. So those are the first 2 inserts that I did. And these inserts are sewn in. They're hole punched and sewn in, like, excuse me, like a typical Midori insert. I did 2 inserts of, they're different sizes. One's a little bigger than the other, of sketchbook paper. And I did 2 inserts, different sizes, of specialty stamping and ink paper. And I did 1 insert of watercolor paper. And I did not hole punch these or sew them. I left them they're held into the cover by the elastic, the Midori elastic. I did that because, number one, they're going to be used for art, so you probably don't want a hole in the middle of them. And I thought she might like to be able to remove a piece, work on it, and then either return it back to the journal or, keep it somewhere else if she wants to, keep it as a keepsake somewhere else. So that's why I did not hole punch and sew these, because I thought for an art piece, like I said, you don't want a hole in the middle of it, and, it gives her that added ability to add and remove pages as she wants. So that's the inside, those inserts. And this is the second stamping paper, and this is the back file folder, and this is the pen loop. The pen loop also had gold eyelets in it originally, and I took those out and added in silver ones so they would match the rest of the book. So that's the tour of the book. I will get that off to her. I'll probably ship it out tomorrow. She also got one of my laminated books, which I love. I use one of them myself for my personal journaling, but she purchased the 2 of them. I also did for her, because I had, when I, of course, cut the papers down for her Faux Dori, I had these scraps left over, and I thought, instead of just throwing them out, which is what I probably would have done, I'm going to make her little books, and she can either use them as test paper if she wants to test out a new technique, or she wants to test out something before she permanently puts it in her journal. She can do that on these, or she can use them as little art journals, whatever she wants to do, or she can not use them at all. But I thought I had them, so I would just do these little booklets for her. Again, they're not hole punched, they're just held into the book by these elastics. So she has the ability to take them out and add different things if she wants. And there's one for the stamp inking paper. There's one for the sketch pad paper. These are a little bit bigger. And then there's 3, they're slightly bigger. This one, there's 2 different sizes here, but one's a little bigger than the other. And then a small one of the watercolor paper. So I just thought, I might as well give them to her and let her use them as she might, and why waste the paper? I would probably myself use them to test out different techniques and different things I wanted to use before I put it in permanently in my journal. But I'll just send her a little note and explain why they're in there and what they're for. And I always include some extra little goodies with my orders. Depending on what it's for. If it's for a planner, I include little planner goodies, or for an art journal, I'm not sure what I'll include, but I'll, send her along a little gift with her order. So that's the tour. I thank you for watching. Um, if if there's something you're interested in, a custom order or something, a specific leather or book or insert that you're interested in, definitely please email me at my Etsy shop, which is Album Alchemy, and I'll be happy to work with you to come up with a book that you love. I am I try to make my books a little different. I use different leathers. I love faux dories, and I like my dories, but they don't give me the freedom that making a faux dory does. But I don't necessarily just want a plain brown planner or a plain black planner. That's not my style. I like something with a little oomph and a little pizzazz and, that's pretty. So I try to use different leathers than the typical Midoris and faux dories. I do have on order some very, very pretty and unusual leathers that I just ordered, and I can't wait to get them because they're going to make some beautiful books. So, check back if you're interested in the faux dories. Check back in a bit because I will be adding them as I finish them, and honestly, they're absolutely beautiful leathers, and they're unique. There are different prints and metallics, and they're just very lovely. And I think anybody who wants a faux dory that's not the usual cookie cutter faux dory, you will like them, and you will like the accessories I include with my books. So I guess that's it. I thank you for watching. And like I said, email me if you have any requests or suggestions. You can also leave suggestions or questions below. But for now, this is Lisa, the Original Designing Diva, saying bye-bye.